Tracy with your seasonal channeled oracle reading for winter. Hello, so I thought I'd bring it back outside. We just had a huge dumping of snow, our biggest one so far this year. It's only like the second time, but I thought I'd bring it out and you can have a look at the wonderful trees back there and all the snow. Hey, this is what winter is all about, right? Okay, so when you come here for these seasonal forecasts, you know it's about tips and about healings, about getting through the seasons, but also can also be intuitive knowings of this is what your season is going to consist of. And so if we think of the first one I did, which was springs, he was asking us to pull back on the reins of our busyness because we can get very busy in the spring doing, coming out of winter, which is hibernation, right? And in the summer, it was about moderating our time in the light because there is so much light during that time that we oftentimes forget the importance of receding into the quietness and the tranquility instead of always being in the light. And the light oftentimes can create things as like headaches if we're out in the sun too much. And then the fall, he said that this past fall was about changes in our life. So think back in this last few months for you, were there a lot of changes that happened, changes within just who you are as a person? Did you change? Did physical changes in your environment occur? So that includes jobs, that includes relationships, that includes marriage and so on and so forth. Did you get a new pet? All kinds of changes. And so for me, it was about me again. There's no changes in the physical environment. I was just growing more as a person physically and coming into my own. So that's how it affected me. So let's go get Whitehawk now and see what he's going to say for the upcoming winter season. Indeed, little ones, welcome to you one and welcome to you all, as indeed we do enter into the winter season, to the season of tranquility, to a season of quietness, to a season of when we just don't darn feel like doing a thing, do we? Indeed, little, he says. And so this winter shall be more of the same as what last winter was. And last winter, for many of you, came as a surprise because there was so much to do during a time of hibernation that, in fact, it went against the grain of what the cycles and the seasons would be, that much change did come about that actually needed our attention and that we needed to do more during this time frame. So indeed, very much an oxymoron, an opposite to what the seasonal cycle of winter would be. But nonetheless, it is important, it is pertinent that these changes occur during this winter season so that when the spring season arrives, we are ready, we are prepared to move forward, and we are also refreshed. So although it is a time in winter when we usually go within, this season will be about bringing what is from within to without. So there is no need to prepare for it, children. It is simply going to occur because the motivation and the inclination that we have been driving towards, that we have been working towards, is now going to go into full volition come the winter. And so you will find that you are very much arrive in a very different location that you had anticipated, yet the best thing ever, the best location ever that you could have ever imagined. For you see, sometimes, children, we get caught up in what our lives should look like and what we want it to feel like and look like to others. But oftentimes, the reality is of how things arrive in our life. They arrive at the exact perfect moment, and they arrive exactly as we need them to arrive. And sometimes we go, oh my God, I could not have imagined that it could have been any better, that it could have arrived any better. For had I forced it to come and to be, it certainly would not have happened like this. So in earnestness, child, do not push, do not control. Just allow it to come, allow it to be. And so you shall see then how you will arrive in a location that will blow your mind. That is more than you could have ever imagined. So God bless during this time of what is normally a season of going within. But this season, we're bringing it without. God bless. God bless. Well, there you go. That should be very, very interesting. So I guess we're going to be moving and grooving. Maybe less hanging out by the fire with hot chocolate. But certainly making time for that, but less of it probably. All right, well, I'll check in with this forecast often throughout the winter and see where you're at, as Whitehawk says. All right, guys, as usual, join me on Thursdays for our Channeled Oracle weekly reading, where Whitehawk gives tips, healings, and insights for your week ahead. I'm always grateful for having you here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed what you've seen here. God bless. I'm Tracy for a Chandler's Channel.